My favorite thing about real estate is the people, for sure, the relationships. I love working with people, and that, home ownership is such a big part of, a family's life, a person's life. Even whether it be buying your first home, your dream home, an investment property, it is a huge part of your life, and just being part of that and helping that dream come true is just something really special, and I love it. I'm Shelley Tisdale, and I'm a realtor with Windermere Group 1. So I am born and raised here in Tri-Cities. Grew up mainly in Richland, live in West Richland now. I have one daughter. She is my assistant now, Taylor. I love to do anything outdoors, hiking, camping, a little bit of fishing, even though I'm really bad at it. Love to hang out with the dogs. I have 4 dogs of my own, big animal lover. So whatever I can go out and do with the dogs. Paddleboard, right now I've got one that will go paddleboarding with me, so that's kind of a little fun adventure. So growing up, I have an older cousin who was an investor. He bought his first property right out of high school, and I remember I was probably in middle school at that time, and he used to tell me all the time, like, Shelley, real estate's the way to go, real estate's the way to go. And so that was kind of always in the back of my head. I have always loved going into people's homes and just seeing what they have done with them, how they've transformed them. One of the big things for me is like the Alphabet houses. They have so much history here. Being born and raised here in the Tri-Cities, I love to go into the Alphabet homes and see what people have done to them, and created such a beautiful piece of history that's from the Tri-Cities here. I just love helping people, making people laugh. I have a pretty good sense of humor, and I like to joke around with people. And so thinking about that and houses in conjunction, becoming a realtor, I was like, oh my gosh, that is gonna be it for me, because I can go into homes, I can see what people have done with their homes, but also the idea of helping out, a young family who maybe never thought about becoming a homeowner, realize that could come true. You just have to put your mind to it, and helping them take those steps and becoming homeowners, and just seeing the look on their face when they first walk into that home and realizing, oh my gosh, this is my home and I've done it, type of thing. As a vet tech coming into real estate, I think it just goes back to kind of customer service. There's people out there in all walks of life, and they all want to do what's best. Maybe they don't have the money to do the best thing for their pet, but they want to do whatever they can to, make it comfortable. And it's that kind of same thing in real estate. People trying to get maybe first-time home buyers might not be getting into their home that's gonna last forever, their dream home, but just making them see that this is just a first step. They get into a home, build up some equity in that home, and then they can always take that equity, sell it, and then buy their dream home later. They don't have to just focus on that dream home now, which that dream might seem unattainable, at that level for first-time home buyers. Ooh, the most challenging thing in this market? Oh, I would say probably the funnest thing too is the negotiation process. I'm a pretty competitive person, and so I find the negotiation process fun and exhilarating, but with so many offers coming in on most of the homes, it can be a little challenging at the same time. The tips that I say, I always call the other agent and find out what we can do for the sellers or the buyers. In this market, it is definitely a seller's market, so normally it's the sellers. What do your sellers need? Closing date, do they need to stay a little bit longer after closing? What can we do to help out your sellers to get into this home? I would say one of the best qualities is being a good listener, for sure. I think that's super important, to be able to listen to your clients and understand and hear what they're really wanting, what they're needing. Sometimes they may not even say it in words, it may just be in gestures, but sometimes you kind of have to just read body language, especially going into houses, you know. Sometimes they don't want to come out and say, oh, this one really isn't for us, but you can tell by body language and just the way that they, you know, walking through the home too. So reading your clients and really listening in all aspects. Why Windermere? Windermere, to me, had the best training. You know, there's a ton of realtors out there, and I kind of thought, I've had a couple of listings, you know, and I see these offers coming in, and you read through the offers and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, it's kind of a little rough, you know. So having the good training behind the agents makes a huge impact. And I think that that's great. Windermere has great training. And the people at Windermere, I just love the people. They're always there, willing to help. You know, I've texted agents before with questions, you know, even late at night, and they have no problem getting back to me. So it's been really good. I love the whole group, the groupies.